welcome to Metro Focus. I'm Jenna Flanagan. We begin our week with a deep dive into local politics. City and State have published their list of the latest winners and losers across the state of New York. Who's up, who's down when it comes to public opinion? So for that, we welcome the publication's politics reporter, Jeff Colton, to the program. Jeff, welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so there's so many people who have adjusted or joined the list, moved on the list, but I think we have to start with the obvious name, and that would be Congressman Collins.
Oh, yes. I mean, that was the big story of the week. Sitting congressman from the Buffalo area, Western New York, indicted, arrested, had to go into court, make an appearance. Really bad look. He was accused of insider trading around this company where he holds a whole ton of stock, Innate Immunotherapeutics. I would love to go into the details of what Innate Immunotherapeutics does, but I'm not a scientist.
Okay,
Look,
yeah.
they literally sell diseases to scientists. It's very interesting. I think you could make a metaphor about Congress with that.
Well, the point is that there was a panicked phone call when he got an email about trial for a drug failing, correct?
Exactly, yes. The indictment claims that Chris Collins knew that this company's stock was going to go down, and so he immediately called his son and his son's father-in-law and was like, sell, get out of here. And that's a crime. He had insider information if this allegedly did happen. So basically, he's a congressman. He recently decided, first he's like, I'm going to keep on running. This is a witch hunt. Then like a day later, he said, no, actually, I'm not going to run for re-election. I'm dropping out. This is bad for the party. This is bad for Trump's Make America Great Again ethos. And so now he's dropping out. And the Republicans in Western New York in his district are really scrambling to find out what to do and if they're able to bring a new candidate onto the ballot before November.
All right. Well, speaking of what becomes of Congressman Collins' seat, first of all, there's the issue of whether or not he even stays on the ballot, because it's past primary time, so he could stay on the ballot. But when it comes to familiar names, there's a chance that a Republican who ran for governor by the name of Carl Palladino, who's indicated he's ready to step in and take this seat.
That's right. Carl Palladino, he lost the gubernatorial nomination in 2010. He was recently actually kicked off the Erie County School Board.
Yes.
Because of some racist emails and racist comments he made. But now this man is considering running for Congress for that seat. So he's put his name out there, and all of the county Republican chairs that represent that area, they're going to meet tomorrow on Tuesday and discuss what to do with Chris Collins' seat.
But moving on from that debacle onto a legal debacle with the governor and the NRA. They obviously would be foes, but Wayne LaPierre is suing Andrew Cuomo?
That's right. I printed out the lawsuit here. Andrew Cuomo is extremely happy about this. Yes, Andrew Cuomo is getting sued, but he's very happy about it because it is the National Rifle Association. It is, a pariah to the Democrats. The left of this country absolutely hates it. And Governor Cuomo sees that as a real big opportunity if the NRA is his enemy, that it could win support and win votes from Democrats. So I believe he sent out 10 emails in the past week to supporters trying to raise money, trying to say, look at me, the NRA hates me, I am a good, solid, strong Democrat, and I have evidence they sued me. The lawsuit is all about, basically the NRA is claiming that Cuomo has a vendetta against them and is trying to crush them.
Did the lawsuit use the word vendetta?
It might have. It's an entertaining lawsuit, honestly. They are really, they've gotten some attention for the claim that Cuomo is killing the NRA. And then people say, well, the NRA is a very powerful interest group. That doesn't seem realistic. And I think the NRA has kind of admitted, okay, well, we're doing fine financially. We still have a lot of money coming in. Cuomo's not actually killing us, but he could. So they're suing.
Okay, well, we live in a litigious society, so I suppose everyone can sue anyone. Is there any other big political stories on the horizon?
Well, I have my eye on the Attorney General's race, of course. Letitia James, the New York City public advocate, she's kind of the front runner for that seat, and she really got a boost this past week. She got 10 Congress members to endorse her for Attorney General, and that's especially damning because one of her opponents, is a Congress member, Sean Patrick Maloney from the Hudson Valley. So that's 10 of his Democratic colleagues in New York that are saying, sorry, we don't actually want you to be the Attorney General.
Oof, okay, that's going to make for some awkward meetings. But when it comes to that race, because we have seen, we know Zephyr Teachout is still in the race, obviously Tish James and Congressman Maloney, Sean Patrick Maloney. Is there any indication as to where the public is falling with the three of them?
Well, the interesting thing is most of the public, according to the last 2 polls that were released, 42% of voters don't know who they're going to vote for. So it's really up in the air, and all of the candidates are saying, that's a good thing. They're like, oh, I'm good, I can win over all these undecided voters. And yet, Letitia James was ahead by a few points in both of the polls, Quinnipiac and Marist. They both said that Tish James is up by a few points, Sean Patrick Maloney's a little bit behind her, Zephyr Teachout's a few points below that, and then Alicia Eve, a former aide to Governor Cuomo, who's also running, she's a significant fourth in the race. She's down there.
All right, so we'll of course be watching that race in addition to several others, and of course what becomes of this congressional seat out in Western New York. Jeff, I want to thank you so much for joining us on the program, giving us the rundown of the who's up and the who's down, and we'll do this again next week.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.